Good evening, William Mean here, 1799. As you come around. If you like this video, hit the subscribe button and be a part of this growing community. I normally don't go into something like this, but yet the thing here is sort of disturbing. And kind of like unusual at my point. You know, it's a tragedy that people lose their lives from either an accident or what have you, I guess. In the case of Miss Good, which I'm not going to get involved in how or what or who did what, or I'm not getting that point. I'm not going to go there. That's until we see everything through a microscope. I'm not getting there. My point here is if we're going to hold rallies for her, we're going to be on the left media that she was a poet, she was a mom, she was this, she was that, and all the great things about her. Fine. But when it comes to all the moms that lost their lives, that will never see their daughters or their sons, never see a son at football games or graduations, or fathers not walking their daughters down the aisle. Or young college students that don't get a chance to graduate. People in subways get torched, stabbed. Yeah, it's a horrible thing. But my question here is, well, you're willing to protest for Miss Good, and you governors and you mayors, you jump out with your high-ranking law enforcement officers praising this. It's kind of like I don't understand. I'm not the only one. Many Americans are asking the same questions. Like, what about these moms that you never mention about, you never talk about? Those moms were just as important as Miss Good, right? No rallies held for her, no for them, no protests, no about doing something with illegals. But yet, in Miss Good, they protest against ICE, Trump, Halderman, and oh yeah, we're going Trump's this, that, and the other. Yeah. But when it comes to those moms, nothing. It doesn't add up. It doesn't make any sense. I mean, I'm not going to sit there and say, I'm not going to get political with this, but I'm just kind of curious, what's the difference here? When we go back and research all these news articles and things like that, about all these people who lost their lives from parking lot abductions to home invasions to rape, murder. It's tragedy. People like the young student, Lincoln Riley. But I mainly focus on the moms because I don't get it. I don't understand. They're holding vigils for her, political statements, all this stuff goes on. But when it comes to the rest of these moms throughout the country who are citizens here, nothing's said. I mean, I get it when you have Moms Against Action, you have the gay pride community, you have Antifa, you have Black Lives Matter, you have anti-gun groups, you have the Islamic, the communists, you have the left-wing media, you have these protest organizers, and you have big finance people and a lot of Democrat politicians, all part of that little empire that they're creating. But yet none of them even talk about those moms back there who lost their lives. They want to protect the illegals. They're model citizens. So if they're model citizens, then I guess what happened to those moms? I'm awful curious. I'm very, very curious to know status-wise, maybe, I don't know how to address that part. They're American citizens. Regardless if they're black, Latino, Hispanic, Asian, Native American, white American, they're all moms. Moms lose their lives in Chicago. From drug cartels, murderers, rapists, gangs. I don't get it. We'll hold a vigil for her, but no one bothered holding a vigil for those moms. Or even daughters. I've got daughters now, like Lincoln Riley, like many other daughters, many American daughters. No Riley, no nothing. But they're American citizens. But yet you worry about the illegals. They're model citizens. When we ignore stuff like this, and we only worry about creating something political on the other side of this mess, it's pretty much obvious what we're doing here. I mean, you want to sit there and have all these sanctuary states and sanctuary cities for political and monetary gain to keep you guys in power. Why don't you just kind of say it? I mean, we see you breaking your backside to protect these illegals that don't belong here. Yet, moms, dads, grandparents, children lose their lives from drug dealers, criminals, gangs, rapists, carjackings, home invasions. No rally for them. No political speakers. No governors and mayors jumping out and saying something to deal with it. No. If it doesn't meet the political narrative, then we're not interested. That's what it's coming down to. So all those moms out here who lost their lives, and their daughters, and their fathers, and everybody else, well, if you're not part of our party, we're not really interested in you. But what Miss Good? We hear a lot of stories. She become the poster child. Many, many women, husbands, wives, family members, grandparents, plain Americans of all race are asking the same questions. What gives? What's the agenda? Is it political? Well, then it fits the narrative. If it's not political, there's something wrong with you people. Where's the AOCs in all this? How come she doesn't scream about those moms in the back who lost their lives as you hear her scream about all this stuff? She's totally numb. How about Redskins and all the rest of high-profile politicians? They don't even mention anything about it. But Miss Good is like Joan of Arc. Forget the narrative, but that's the way I look at it. Whether it's fair or not is immaterial. The problem here is these were American citizens. These are American citizens. That these people are to uphold and to protect. That's what you're there for. But no, it doesn't meet your political narrative. You're not interested in these citizens. You just totally thumb your nose up and walk away from them. Like the AOCs and the rest of these Democrats, which is very, very, very disgusting. People in Chicago should not be dying. Their moms, daughters, sons, fathers, they shouldn't be dying there. But because of politics, politics is more important than blood, more important than human life. It's a poor excuse for human beings, aren't they not? These are American citizens. These moms are American citizens. No vigil, no protests across the country. It's not right. It's not right. It's not fair. I mean, I understand she was a heavy Democrat supporter. I got that. We all understand that. But if politics decides who you support, who you defend, we have serious problems here. To the end, you like this video, please share it. Let's pass it around. Let's make these people wake up a little bit. Take care.